California, we have our game of the weekend here between NYAC in the Whitecaps and USA Pipeline in the Dark Caps. Lineups have been announced, and the teams are shaking hands right now and making their way to their huddles as we get ready to get underway in this one. Both teams find themselves undefeated so far in their National League seasons, 4-0 each, and looking to keep it that way, but only one can remain. The USA Pipeline team had a strong showing against a tough Riverside team earlier today, and NYAC equally showed out in their game against Sunset. Now they'll face off against each other, hoping to continue in their perfect seasons. NYAC, the defending champions from National League in 2024, USA Pipeline, a newcomer, maybe a new franchise in the wake of the USA Senior B team that took second in last year's season, so maybe some familiar foes here. Both teams reloaded and ready to go. Should be an exciting match, so don't go anywhere. The teams are hopping in the pool, and the first quarter sprint will be underway shortly. First quarter sprint underway in our game of the weekend between NYAC in the Whitecaps and USA Pipeline in the Dark Caps. The Pipeline team gonna take the opening sprint, so they'll have the first offensive possession here. Working into their front court. Strong press there from Massimo Di Martire of the NYAC team. Almost able to force the turnover. Entry pass inside. Kicked up to his hand, but a little too strong, taken away. So a good defensive stand there to start things off here for NYAC. It's Chris Whiteleg in between the posts to start for the NYAC team. He'll feed it over to Di Martire. Down to Roko Pojaric. Inside for Epa. Strong turn, but stolen away. It looks like Pavogi starting in between the posts for the Pipeline team. Comes off his line to take that one away. Pipeline coming back the other way, Landon Ackerstrom. Dishes off to the 7-cap Thomas Cass at the point. A couple of ordinary fouls. Good press defense here early from NYAC. A give and go, shot clock to 5. Ordinary foul is the call. And Pipeline gonna elect to dump early here. Not seeing a look that they wanted, so NYAC will take back over. Whiteleg swimming out together. Whiteleg working it down the weak side now. Long pass, finds a man in the middle. Pavogi there. And 5-meter penalty is the call, so a nice find. Able to pick out Barnabas Epa, and he'll draw the 5-meter penalty. Massimo Di Martire stepping up to take it.
Penalty on 14, Dark Connor Hole for his personal fault.
And he'll connect. So NYAC on the board first there, courtesy of the Italian Massimo Di Martire, former USC Trojan. Scores on a current USC Trojan. Second look here. Clinical finish from Di Martire. Able to get it past Pavogi. Finished just recently his freshman season at USC. So Di Martire back on the defensive end with the rest of the NYAC team as Pipeline looking to tie things back up here. Ackerstrom with it. He's attacking the right-hand side. Entry pass, just a little short, taken away. Good help defense. DeMartire with the steal, so NYAC back on the ball. Whiteleg surveying his options. Outlet pass. It's like Adam Peoch. Long pass over the top. Able to pick out Pajaric. Kicked up top to DeMartire. Shot clock to 10. DeMartire stepping aside, winds up. Lob try, gets it to go. A little off-speed shot after the explosive elevation from DeMartire. Catches Pavogi off guard there, second look. It's that initial quick twitch motion, even with the off arm. Gets the whole defense to jump a little bit. And then a beautiful touch shot from DeMartire. So he starts things off hot here, first a penalty goal, and then a direct shot. NYAC up 2-0, 6:02 remaining in this first period. Pipeline back to work now. Caden Blow at the point. Swings it across to Kiefer Black, the lefty. Kicks back up top to Pillow, a couple fakes, back to Black. Shot clock winding down. Back up top to Pillow, 3 seconds. Entry inside, help defense is there. So Pipeline doing a good job finding their centers, but an equally great job from NYAC on the crash there. Not giving them a lot of time to work. Whiteleg surveying his options. NYAC trying to keep things rolling here on the offensive end. Today going to work. Pajaric on the one-time entry pass, help defense coming and taken away. So a good crash there from the USA Pipeline team. Pavogi with it now. Excuse me, I actually believe that's Jackson Leach in between the post. He'll outlet it to Kiefer Black. There's a Pipeline working that weak side. Shot clock to 6. Couple big fakes off the frame of goal. Rebound still loose. And finally taken away. Adam Peoch. So he'll work it down the right-hand side. The lefty from Hungary. Dishes off to number 4, A.J. Rossman, former Stanford Cardinal. Couple big fakes. Out to DeMartire. A nice find and an equally nice save. So USA Pipeline looking to still get their opening goal here. Inside pass from Pillow. Kicked back out. Under 4 minutes to play in the opening period. Shot clock to 5. Ordinary foul drawn. He'll wind up and rip. That one just over the top of the crossbar and out of play. So NYAC back to work here. An ordinary foul over there. Peoch working with Rossman. Excuse me, that's Peoch at the point. Pojaric and DeMartire working the strong side. Peoch puts it back in play. Couple fakes and able to paint the near side, upper 90. A nice finish from the lefty. NYAC rolling here in the first period. Second look. Peoch sliding in. One fake. Able to get it past Jackson Leach. So third goal of the first quarter here for NYAC. They've been able to keep a clean sheet so far. Both teams making some substitutions here. NYAC looking to continue to roll here in the first quarter. And USA Pipeline trying to find their rhythm. It's going to be Connor Roll checking in at the point for the USA Pipeline team. The weak side featuring number 11, Landon Ackerstrom, along with 13, Ben Lathy. Ackerstrom with it, dishes down to Lathy. Couple big fakes, feeds it inside, and an exclusion called for the Pipeline offense, so 6-on-5 on the way. It's Peter Castillo who kicks it outside. Ackerstrom Down to Lathy. Lathy takes it baseline. Back up top to Ackerstrom. A couple big fakes. Able to find it through. Rebound up for grabs. And it's going to be awarded to NYAC. Dangerous opportunity there. NYAC coming back the other way now. Bernatich attacking. Beats it down line. A cross passing for the man on the far post, but offensive is the call. Contra foul against NYAC, so Jackson Leach picks things back up here for Pipeline. Outlet pass into the hands of Ackerstrom. Counterattack potentially developing here. Ackerstrom feeds it inside to the far post. 5-meter penalty drawn, so now an opportunity for USA Pipeline to get on the board. A nice find. Ackerstrom picks out number 14, Connor Ohl, and he draws the 5-meter penalty. It'll be his brother, Ryan. Steps up to take it.
Ryan Ohl lined up to take the shot.
There's 3 Ohl brothers potentially in the pool at any one time here. Ryan competing on USA Pipeline with Connor, and then their brother John, or goes by JP Ohl. Ryan hammers that one home. So first goal for USA Pipeline, courtesy of number 10, Ryan Ohl. His brother Connor drew the 5-meter penalty. They try and draw closer to NYAC, the team that their eldest brother, JP Ohl, plays on. USA Pipeline on the board, 2:30 remaining here in the opening period. NYAC going back to work. Thomas Cass with it, absorbs the contact, and then dishes back up top to the point. NYAC attacking that zone. Lucas Silvestri stepping in. Shot clock to 6, back up top to Silvestri. Pass a little too strong. 3 seconds now. Silvestri will wind up and fire that one wide and out of play. Leach gets back up here. 2 minutes remaining in the opening period. Pipeline trying to draw within 1. Ackerstrom draws the ordinary. Switches the play over to Ryan Ohl. Peter Castillo down in 2 meters. Entry into Castillo, steps away, big field block. Silvestri with some strong defense. And Whiteleg collects it. NYAC looking for some motion on the weak side. It's the lefty, JP Ohl. Back to Ohl. Winds up, shot clock winding down. Ohl with a lob try. Leach there. Wasn't fooled. Leach dishes. They're working down the right-hand side. Switch of play. A dangerous pass, and then an exclusion against NYAC. So USA Pipeline with a 6-on-5 here. Quick shot and parried away. A nice save from Whiteleg. Strong arm on the attempt from Ryan Ohl. It'll stay with USA Pipeline here. They'll have a free corner throw. Official calling for the ball out, so that looks like Barnabas Epa can get his cap.
Stopping the action for a cap here.
So a brief pause here. So far, some great action for both sides. NYAC showing off the defense and the offense, taking a 3-1 lead. There's about a minute to play here in our opening period. An opportunity here, though, for USA Pipeline to draw back within 1. It's actually number 13. Or maybe Epa's changing his cap, I should say, the 13. Lathy was wearing that before. Pipeline back in action here. Ackerstrom at the point. Ryan Ohl dished up over the top. Help defense is there and taken away. It's number 9, Kai Kaneko. NYAC trying to counter out now. Final 40 seconds in this first period. Outlet pass from Whiteleg. Picks out John Ohl. Back up top to Silvestri. Looking for the inside one-timer to Epa. A little too strong. Leach comes up with it. 20 seconds remaining now. Pipeline looking to get one more goal in this opening period. Long outlet pass, right on the money. Up front and score. A nice counterattack. That one for number 10, Ryan Knoll. He's got 2. And USA Pipeline now back within 1. Second look here. Beautiful assist across the pool. Picks out Ryan Knoll right on the hand. And a great finish on the counterattack in open water. Ryan Knoll playing well. Start this one off 3-2 in favor of NYAC. Both teams going to make a few subs, and then we'll have our final possession of this first period. Martinez checking back in. Back underway. 10 seconds. Pass stolen. So now USA Pipeline with one last shot. An opportunity to tie here. Dish down low. One-on-one move. 5-meter penalty drawn before the buzzer. So well worked in the counter, and just like that, USA Pipeline with an opportunity to tie things up going into the second period. It's the lefty, Alex Oprea, who steps up to take the 5-meter penalty. White leg between the posts there. Drawn by number 15, Finn Lesueur. Oprea ready to go. Winds up and hits. So a buzzer beater for Alex Oprea. We will go into the second period tied at 3 apiece. A second look here, the lefty from Cal. Winds up and connects on the 5-meter penalty. Perfectly taken, top shelf. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the second quarter of this National League game of the weekend between USA Pipeline and NYAC for you when we return from the quarter break. You won't want to miss it.
It's more than just a game. It's the toughest sport in the water. This is where you're tested. This is where champions are made. This is where every moment matters.
Buzzer sounds on the quarter break after our first period. We're tied at 3 apiece between these two undefeated teams, USA Pipeline in the dark caps and NYAC in the white caps. Should be a closely contested match if the first quarter is to tell us anything. Both teams lined up and ready to go here for the second quarter sprint. And we're off.
Exciting first quarter of action, score tied 3-3.
Closely contested. USA Pipeline going to come up with it. So they'll win the opening sprint and have the first offensive possession here. Connor Ohl takes the point for the USA Pipeline team. They'll work it down to Oprea. He scored the tying goal off a penalty to close the opening period. Number 18, Bodie Brinkema, a couple fakes. Finds his man, Connor Ohl up front. And he puts that one away. A nice finish from Connor Ohl. Beautiful find. Second look here. Brinkema attacking the zone there, keeps his eyes on Ole. Sees he has an inch of space, and Ole capitalizes there. So it's USA Pipeline who strike first, courtesy of Connor Ole. Score now 4-3 in favor of the Pipeline team. NYAC led by as much as 3 in that opening period. They now find themselves down 1. Attacking the front court here. That pass looking for their 2-meter man, but taken away a little too strong. I thought maybe there should be a penalty or exclusion there, but instead it's going to stick with the USA Pipeline team. Oprea got some room down the right-hand side. He'll slide into space. Dished across. Shot clock under 10. Back to Oprea. He'll take a couple fakes. White leg there. Makes a save. A nice stop from Chris Whiteleg. And now NYAC coming back the other way. Long outlet pass. Finds his man. Quick shot to the near side. Jackson Leach there to make the save. It was Roko Pajaric. Needed a hand. Leach able to knock that one out of bounds. It will stay here. NYAC ball. Massimo Di Martire going to take it from the corner. Switch of play there. Quick shot from Peoch. And Leach again on getting a fingertip to it to knock it out of bounds. So still NYAC ball. Di Martire again going to take the quarter throw. He'll pass it up top. Bernatich maybe at the point. Peoch with it. Dishes down to A.J. Rossman. Back to Peoch. Shot clock to 6. Big rip. Field blocked. And then touched out of play by Leach. So 3 saves for Leach. NYAC piling on some offensive pressure here. This time Rossman going to take the corner throw. Dishes up to Peoch. Switched across to Di Martire, Roko Pajaric, lob try over the top. Leach still there. So 4 saves from Jackson Leach as he withstands the barrage from NYAC. Under 6 minutes to play here in the second period. USA Pipeline looking to double up on their lead now. That pass intercepted. Picked out by Roko Pajaric. NYAC off to the races. They have some numbers here. Massimo Di Martire, open in the middle. Nice inside water move, still with it, and he finishes. Hat trick for Massimo. From Naples, Italy, a nice finish. Second look here. Great inside water move. Uses his body to just keep the defender away from the ball, and then finishes it to the near side. Well executed there from Massimo Di Martire as he notches his hat trick and ties this thing back up at 4. USC standout from Naples, Italy. Di Martire playing on this NYAC team with his brother Gian Piero. No shortage of brothers between these two teams. USA Pipeline now going back to work. It'll be Di Martire pressing the point. Caden Pillow stepping inside. He'll dish off to Ryan Ole. Draws the ordinary, back to Pillow. Knocked down by Di Martire. Shot clock to 12. Back to Ryan Ole. Couple fakes. Pillow lines up, looks for the entry. Instead dishes off to Ackerstrom. Shot clock winding down. Ackerstrom tried to pick out the cross cage, just wide. A nice attempt there, and now NYAC looking to regain their lead. Whiteleg surveying his options. Leach far off his line. Swing the ball over to Pajaric. Down to Di Martire. Top now with Rossman at the point. Couple fakes. Quick shot to the near side. Save for Leach. He was ready. USA Pipeline coming the other way now. Potential 4-on-3 developing. Leach gonna outlet it down the weak side. Ordinary foul drawn by Ackerstrom. Good recovery from NYAC, and pass a little too strong there. Ryan Ole draws the ordinary foul, and now Maddox Arlett with it. Shot clock winding down. Caden Pillow stepping in. Couple fakes, entry inside, gets it to Ackerstrom, and he draws the exclusion. So USA Pipeline going to have the 6-on-5. They'll take a timeout to draw up a play and regain their lead here. Quick timeout as both teams making their way to their huddles. Exciting game so far. Nothing separating these two teams at the moment. They both came into this one with unblemished records. Perfect 4-0 apiece. Only one, though, will escape with a coveted 5-0 record. This NYAC team, dangerous, featuring some real offensive threats. A lot of players from the Fordham collegiate season. Meanwhile, this USA Pipeline team featuring a lot of young talent of their own. Featured players, rising stars in the college scene, playing for storied programs like UCLA, Pepperdine, Stanford, Cal. Pipeline looking to take a 1-goal advantage here. They get set back up. Looks like Peter Castillo checking in on the post for the Pipeline team with number 14, Connor Ohl. And then 18 and 21, so Max Zelikov and Bodie Brinkema playing at the flats. Ryder Dodd checking in on the wing. And the lefty Ben Lathy on the right-hand wing. Couple fakes, dished and scored. A nice finish there, number 2, Peter Castillo. Well worked, 6-on-5. Second look here. Big fake from Lathy. And then a couple from Brinkema opens up enough space for Castillo, high on his legs. Slams it home to the cross cage. A nice finish there from the number 2 cap. Just under 4 minutes to play in the second period. And USA Pipeline up by 1 now. Ryder Dodd checked in for this USA Pipeline team for the first time in the National League season. 2024 Olympian and most recent collegiate champion with the Bruins. You'll see him at the top left of your screen. NYAC working this Pipeline zone now. It's in the hands of Chancellor Ramirez, and he'll take a try there. Leach again, parrying a shot away. Some great saves from the Pipeline keeper, helping his team keep their lead. Ramirez back on the ball. Now in the hands of the number 9 cap, Kai Konecko. Chancellor Ramirez, shot clock under 10. Konecko stepping in. Couple fakes, was trying to get to the cross cage, but was knocked down. That one goes out of play, and Pipeline back on the ball now. Connor Ohl with the ball, dribbling it into the front court. Lots of space. Connor, a couple fakes, big field block, rebound up for grabs. Going to end up in the hands of the Pipeline team. Lathy with it. He'll kick it out up top to Brinkema. Brinkema going to switch play. Zelikov with it now. Shot clock to 10. Zelikov earns the ordinary. Dish down to Ryder Dodd. Couple of big fakes, reverse turn. Shot clock about to run out. Dodd gets the shot away. Just high above the crossbar. Anytime he has the ball in his hands, it's dangerous. And now NYAC coming back the other way. Dodd in pursuit. Nice cross pass there and a great save from Leach. Up close and personal. They had Balash Berigny, but Leach was able to tip away the one-timer. A nice save there from the La Jolla native. NYAC back to work here. Lucas Nieto Jasny, he hits, but inside the 5. So it's going to be no goal. Contra foul coming the other way, and then instantly another contra foul in transition. So NYAC will retain possession. They won't get the goal, though. A nice direct shot from Jasny. Kicked outside. Silvestri trying to work a little bit. Going to dish out to Jasny. Ordinary foul drawn there. Konecko. Chancellor Ramirez, couple fakes, trying to get the cross cage. Buried away, still with NYAC. Staunch defense here from the Pipeline team, but Ramirez puts that one home. Second opportunity for Chancellor Ramirez, and he hits that one from the outside. A great shot from Chancellor Ramirez. So balanced on his legs, and then just picks out that near side corner. He makes it look easy. Beautiful shot from Ramirez. Team USA player, played professionally in Greece and Italy. Now here with NYAC. So things tied back up at 5 apiece. 2 minutes remaining here in the second period. Pipeline looking to regain their lead. Ackerstrom with it on the right-hand side. Low now at the point. He'll work it over to the strong side. Back to Pelot. NYAC falling back into his zone. Big fakes. Pelot stepping in. Entry inside. Swarming defense from NYAC. And they will come up with it. Good crash there. Able to take it away from the Pipeline center. A minute and a half to play here in our opening half. Whiteleg surveying his options. Gonna dish out down the right-hand side. Switch of play over to the strong side. DiMartire on the wing. Roko Pajaric with it on the flat. Big fake. Now down to DiMartire. He'll draw the ordinary. Shot clock to 7. Looking for some movement on the far side. Shot clock winding down. Parried away by Leach. Near side try there. Leach again with another save. He's having a fantastic game. Ordinary foul earned by Kiefer Black. Waiting for motion. Finn the Sewer. Ackerstrom over the top. Well read. Stolen out of the air. 50 seconds to play here in the second period. NYAC trying to regain their lead. Epa down in 2 meters. Double post look. DiMartire there as well. Peoch dishes to DiMartire. Shot clock winding down. Taken away by Ackerstrom. Good defense. The official signaling both hands are out, so no foul there for DiMartire. And Pipeline with an opportunity for one last shot. Game clock to 10. Winding down. Pipeline using it all. That's a rocket. Off the frame of goal and out of play. So now NYAC with an opportunity to get one last shot. Whiteleg puts it in play. 2 seconds. Whiteleg winds up. And that one well over the top of the crossbar. So we'll go into the second half tied at 5 apiece. This game of the weekend living up to the title. NYAC and USA Pipeline, nothing separating the two teams at the moment. We'll see who will come out on top when we return for the second half of action here on Overnight after the halftime break. Don't go anywhere.
of action here in our National League game. NYAC and the Whitecaps, USA Pipeline, near dark. Tie score at half, 5-5.
Welcome back to Woolworth Aquatic Center here in Irvine, California. Halftime break coming to a close here, so we're getting ready for our second half of our game of the weekend between NYAC and the Whitecaps and USA Pipeline and the Dark Caps. Closely contested here, nothing separating these two teams as we're tied at 5 apiece. Some great work on the offensive end. NYAC powered by Massimo Di Martire with a hat trick in the first half. And meanwhile, USA Pipeline featuring some strong defense from Jackson Leach in that first half and powered home with a couple goals from Peter Castillo, Ryan O, and the like. Both teams fighting to keep their undefeated records. And we're underway with our second half. Nehemiah Pavogi checking in between the posts for USA Pipeline. And Krzysztof Kovac checking in for NYAC. Off the sprint and exclusion. So NYAC quickly with the 6-on-5 man advantage opportunity and a chance to take an early lead in the second half. Adam Peoch. Di Martire on the catch and shoot. Pavogi there. Di Martire trying to catch Pavogi off guard, but a nice save. Pipeline with their first offensive possession now. Landon Ackerstrom on the ball. We'll center things up. Couple big fakes, entry down low, exclusion called, so now a Pipeline 6-on-5 opportunity on the way. Ackerstrom with it. We'll dish off. Ackerstrom working that right-hand side, picking out Connerall on the post, just wide. Dangerous opportunity. Ole just barely missed his mark. So we stay tied at 5 apiece. Kovac trying to pick out an outlet here. We'll send it down to Di Martire. Switch of play. Some good ball movement here. Peoch with it. Stepping into space. Rossman will drive across. Shot to the near side. Off the frame of goal. Off Pavogi. And out of play. Jeff Slutsky almost hammered that one home. Peoch will take the free corner throw for NYAC, and they'll go back on the attack here. Slutsky with it. Di Martire at the point. He'll draw the ordinary foul. Dished back to Slutsky. Motion on the far side. Entry down low. Help defense is there. Ryan Ole able to take that one away. Ends up in the hands of Zelikov. And now Pipeline on the counterattack. They have some numbers. Pavogi. Outlets down the weak side. Ackerstrom with it. We'll push down to that right-hand wing. Dished inside to the post, and an exclusion for Pipeline, so another 6-on-5 advantage here. Ackerstrom with it. He'll kick it up to Zelikov. Zelikov and Ackerstrom working that right-hand side. Ryan Ole dishes down to the 15 cap, LeSure. Back to LeSure. Dish to the post. Kovac there. Some good defense from the NYAC team. We're able to jam the arm of Connerall. Of course, a little bit of a weaker shot, and Kovac comes up with the save. Steady hands there. 5:40 remaining in our third period. Still tied 5 apiece. Neither team able to break the deadlock so far in this third period. Peoch stepping into space. Pipeline forced back into his own. Just trying to get a quick catch and shoot. Looks like it might have slipped out of the NYAC player's hand. So Pavogi takes back over. Pipeline coming back the other way. It's Zelikov with it, working that strong hand side. LeSure calling for it. Not going to get it. Zelikov draws the ordinary. Switch of play over to Ackerstrom. Dishing down to Ryan Ole. Physical contest here. Ackerstrom up top, trying to find the cross-cage corner. That one out of play. The Pipeline team wanted a tip, but officials say no, so comes back with NYAC. 3 minutes gone so far in this third period. No goals. Long outlet pass, a little too strong. Pavogi off his line, read it well. He's going to take that one away from Peoch. Phenomenal defense on both ends here. Pavogi. Gonna dish out to Conroll. He'll work it down the right-hand side. Lots of space here for Earl. Dished inside, trying to step away. Well defended. Help defense is there. Epa takes it away. Earl did well to pick out LeSueur, but well defended from DeMartire and Barnabas Epa. NYAC looking to counter now. Peoch coming down the middle. Epa draws the ordinary. Dishes down to Peoch. He'll make the inside move and draw the exclusion. Pavogi was coming off his line to take it, but unable to do so, and now a timeout going to be called for NYAC. 4:15 remaining here in the third period. They'll look to notch the opening goal of this third period. Some staunch defense on both ends. Pavogi with some good saves, able to come off his line and make a couple steals in transition as well. And equally great help defense from the NYAC team. We're kept scoreless here. Let's see what they're thinking about drawing up. NYAC, a storied program in the history of the National League. Had a lot of namesake players pass through that program. This year's team, no exception. The likes of DeMartire and MPSF Newcomer of the Year in 2022, former professional player from Naples. He's powering the offense so far for this NYAC team. Pipeline undeniably will key in on the number 3 cap, DeMartire. Already has a hat trick. We'll see what this NYAC team has drawn up for the man advantage. It starts with DeMartire. Dish down to Peoch. Up top now in the hands of the 18 cap, Slutsky. DeMartire. Shot clock to 7. Slutsky. Dishes down to Peoch. Well defended here so far. And that one parried away by Pavogi and dished out to the corner. So USA Pipeline with some great 5-man defense. Shut the door there on that opportunity for NYAC. 3:45 remaining in the third period. Still neither team able to break the deadlock. Entry down low, help defense is there again, and Kovac comes off his line to take that one away. Kovac surveying his options. Dished out to Slutsky, working that right-hand side with Adam Peoch. DeMartire back to Slutsky. Shot clock to 7. Entry down low, was looking for Epa, popped up to Peoch. Peoch, couple fakes, looking for the near side. Pavogi again. Pavogi's done well. Under 3 minutes to play in this third period. Long outlet pass, a little too strong, in danger of coming against the line, but collected. So USA Pipeline setting up their front court here. Already shot clock to 3 seconds. So Ryder Dodd will dish it off, and that's not going to beat the shot clock. So NYAC back on the ball. It's been a bit of a swim meet here. Neither team able to break through the other's defense. Lifetime substitution being made for the NYAC team. Dish down low. Strong side turn, help defense coming, and is there, so it's going to be taken away. Still scoreless, 2 minutes remaining here in the third period. Castillo trying to get an entry pass inside, well read. Taken away by the NYAC defense. Kovac. Dishes out to Adam. Entry pass, Pavogi well off his line, takes that one away. NYAC not happy about it. We're looking for Jeffrey Schwimmer. And now an exclusion called in transition. So a 6-on-5 opportunity here for USA Pipeline. Switching play, trying to get it over to, looks like Ryder Dodd. Well-read pass, intercepted out of the air. So before USA Pipeline can set up their 6-on-5, NYAC back on the ball. 1:20 remaining. Still no goals in this third period. Tension building here. Shot clock to 5. Winds up and hits from distance. It's a goal from number 19 on NYAC. Chancellor Ramirez connecting with his second goal of the game from distance to break the deadlock here. A nice finish from the A-cap. He knows a thing or two about clutch goals. Had an electric career at UCLA, two-time national champion, 76 career goals. Notches one there to give NYAC a lead, 6-5, 1:03 remaining here in the third period. An absolute rocket from the outside. So Pipeline now looking to answer, tie things back up at 6 apiece. Just a minute to play here in the third period. Conroll with it. His brother Ryan on the drive. Just down to Max Zelikov, a little too strong in that pass, bounces away from Zelikov. Zelikov kicks up to Conroll, draws the ordinary foul. 43 seconds remaining in the third period. Under 10 on the shot clock. Zelikov just back up to Conroll. He'll wind up that one, field blocked out of play. Took a deflection, went wide. And now Kovac surveys his options as NYAC looking to get one more going into the fourth and final quarter. Long dish. Help defense coming. Ball under is the call. It was Ramirez who was on the end of that pass, but help defense was there. So now Pavogi keep things under control here for Pipeline. Final 15 seconds. Some physicality in the middle. It looked like there was a player on the NYAC team grabbing at his face, so officials going to call the ball out here. Tensions running high in this competitive match between these two teams. Ball coming back in after a brief cool-off period from the officials. Zelikov has it. Ackerstrom pushes down. Game clock to 6. Just up top to Ackerstrom. Feed inside, taken away. And that'll do it for our third period, so only one goal. It'll go to NYAC, courtesy of Chancellor Ramirez. So fourth and final quarter, NYAC going to have a one-goal lead. Exciting match here. NYAC looking to keep their perfect record, and USA Pipeline looking to do the same. We'll be back with the final quarter of National League action between these two teams after the quarter break. Don't go anywhere.
Dive into the action with Delfina USA, the ultimate choice for water polo gear. From custom water polo suits to caps, robes, hooded towel ponchos, towels, flip-flops, backpacks, and the official ball of the MPSF. SNR Sport, your exclusive distributor for Delfina in the USA. Making waves in the water polo world for over 30 years. Gear up, make a splash, and dominate the game with Delfina USA and SNR Sport. Get in the game today.
It's more than just a game. It's the toughest sport in the water. This is where you're tested. This is where champions are made. This is where every moment matters.
Fourth and final period ready to get underway in this one. We have two undefeated teams in the pool trying to keep their perfect records in the National League season. It's NYAC in the white caps and USA Pipeline in the dark caps. They'll win the opening sprint, so they'll have the first offensive possession in this fourth and final period, trying to tie things back up at 6 apiece. It was Chancellor Ramirez's goal from distance The only thing that separates those two teams at the moment. Entry pass inside. A nice move and an exclusion earned. Peter Castillo gives USA Pipeline the 6-on-5. Ryder Dodd working the strong side with number 10, Ryan Ohl. And it looks like Landon Ackerstrom and Brea on that far side. Connor Ohl with the one-timer. And on the rebound, able to pick it up and hammer it home. So we're tied at 6 apiece. Number 14, Connor Ohl. A second look here. Well-worked 6-on-5. Ryan picks out his brother and able to follow up on the rebound with a nice backhand finish there. Tied at 6 apiece now, courtesy of the Newport Beach native. NYAC back to work. Ryder Dodd will press the ball. DeMartire. She's back to A.J. Rossman at the point. Pipeline falling back into his zone. NYAC going to a double post look. On the one-timer, just wide. DeMartire was trying to pick out his teammate there. Unable to get that one to go. Pavogi back on the ball. Long outlet pass. A little strong, but it ends up in the hands of Ryan Ohl. Draws the ordinary. Kovac off his line, and that pass short. Misfire there, taken away by NYAC. DeMartire with it. Exclusion called in transition. Dangerous opportunity here for NYAC. Long outlet pass. Kicked into Rossman in the middle, and he hammers it home. Number 4, A.J. Rossman finishes off the NYAC counterattack there. Former Stanford Cardinal, second look here. Lots of defenders around Rossman, composed on the finish. Quick catch and shoot. Hammers it home, top shelf. So NYAC regained their lead, score 7-6, 6:42 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Pipeline looking to answer. Ryder Dodd with it. 2024 Olympian. The youngest players on the USA squad. Helping out this Pipeline team now. Peter Castillo at work in 2 meters. Connor Ohl dishes down to Castillo, and he'll draw the exclusion. So a USA Pipeline 6-on-5 on the way. Castillo dishes out to Ryan Ohl. Had a few nice goals. Back to Castillo quickly. Mishandles and out of bounds. So we'll be back with NYAC now. Pipeline trying to go quick there. NYAC able to defend. Adam Peoch. The lefty works it to the baseline. Surveys his options, dishes up to Slutsky. Jeff Slutsky now to DeMartire at the point. Sit on it, patient, shot clock to 10. Slutsky with it now. Couple big fakes, back to DeMartire. He'll wind up, big field block. Rebound still for grabs. DeMartire comes up with it. Calling for patience now. NYAC wanting to try and use the clock to their advantage with this 1-goal lead. Slutsky stepping in, and he connects. So Slutsky puts NYAC back on top by 2, score 8-6. A nice finish there. Second look on the weak side. Correction, it's actually Gian Piero DeMartire wearing the number 18 cap. So a nice finish there from Massimo's brother. The two were adversaries in their collegiate careers. Gian Piero playing for UCLA and Massimo playing for USC. They now find themselves on the same side of the ball. Gian Piero there connecting to give NYAC a 2-goal lead. Zelikov with it now for the USA Pipeline team. Just under 5.5 to play. Up top, entry down low, stolen away. More good defense from the NYAC team. Silvestri, who comes up with that steal out of 2 meters. Kovac. Full court press from the USA Pipeline team. Just now to Kaneko. Silvestri with it, takes it baseline, back up top to Kaneko. Checks behind him, tries to dish it down to the post up, and that one off the frame of goal. Not gonna go though. A little bit of chaos on the entry pass, ended up in the hands of a NYAC offensive player. That shot unable to be converted there. 4:40 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. USA wanting to draw back within one. So Prea, a little too much on that pass. It's going to skip out of bounds. And now NYAC will take back over. 4.5 minutes remaining here. Krzysztof Kovac with it. Long pass. And a switch of play over to Kai Kaneko. It's good ball movement here, and that's a cross-cage conversion. Number 10, Lucas Silvestri, puts that one away. Second look here. A nice feed over to Silvestri on the wing. Up high on his legs, hammers it home to the cross-cage corner. Gets it past Pavogi. So it's a 4-goal lead now for this NYAC team. Score of 10-6. 4:14 remaining in the fourth and final quarter. A few players from Naples, Italy. Silvestri, the latest to score. DiMartire Massimo with the hat trick. Now Pipeline back to work on the offensive end. More help defense there. Taken away by JP Ole. The eldest brother waiting for some bragging rights over his younger brothers here. Ole dishes over to Silvestri. Back to Silvestri at the point. Shot clock under 10. JP Ole with it. Shot clock to 3. Silvestri winds up and he connects again. Back-to-back goals for number 10. Lucas Silvestri continues to help NYAC extend their lead. Beautiful outside shot, a second look here. Silvestri stepping into the pocket, playing a two-man game with JP Ole. Finds himself open at the point. Up high on his legs, skips it home. Through just about 3 or 4 USA Pipeline arms. Great finish there from Silvestri. Had a phenomenal season with Fordham in the 2024 collegiate season. Now looking to help NYAC maintain their perfect record. Score correction, it looks like, so 10-6 now the accurate score. NYAC extending their lead to 4. Exclusion called away from the ball. So USA Pipeline on the 6-on-5.
Second personal fault. 6-on-5 advantage for the USA.
They'll work it around the horn. Max Zelikov with it. Now in the pocket, it's the 16 cap. Shot clock winding down, big field block there. So another 5-man stop for NYAC. Kovac hasn't had much to do, some great defense in the field. NYAC continuing to try and work down this clock. Shot clock under 10. 2:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. NYAC holding on to a 4-goal lead. Quick dish inside. Shot clock will expire, so Pipeline going to be back on the ball now. Potential counterattack developing here. Eppo left in the backfield. Couple big fakes, looking for the near side. Kovac there to make the save. Rebound, still up for grabs. Ball put underwater. It was recovered by USA Pipeline, but the help defense was there to force the turnover. So NYAC coming back the other way. 2 minutes remaining here. NYAC holding on to a 4-goal lead. Some great defense in the second half. They've kept the USA Pipeline team to just 1 goal. Pejoc working that right-hand side. Shot clock to 5. Požuric. That one field blocked out of play. USA Pipeline going to take a timeout. 1:41 remaining here. It's going to be an uphill battle for the USA Pipeline team. Score of 10-6 right now. Just 1:40 to play. A little bit above 1:40 to play. Pipeline going to make a few subs. No need for a huddle, just a quick lineup change. And NYAC seem content to do the same. It's been a great second half here from this NYAC team. Big momentum shift after that Chancellor Ramirez goal from distance. And since then, NYAC been able to keep up a staunch defense while rattling off a few more goals and separating themselves from this USA Pipeline team.
1:41 left to play in regulation.
Ryder Dodd in at the point. Keep an eye on the Long Beach native. Dangerous offensive weapon for this USA Pipeline team. Double post look from the Pipeline team. Looking for the cross cage. Had a save from Kovac. Rebound corralled by NYAC. Almost a dangerous pass back to Kovac. Paoch with it now, working down the right-hand side. The lefty has some room. Surveys his options. Dishes off to number 2, Alex Barenier. Dish down low, Pavogi off his line, able to force the turnover. An ice ball under there. It was Silvestri with it. Final minute now. NYAC holding on to their 4-goal lead. USA Pipeline got to go. Some room here for Ryder Dodd. Hilly field blocked. Turned away on that try by Balash Bernier. 35 seconds now. Ryder with it. Dodd will dish off. Quick catch and shoot to the near side. That's a goal. Number 13, Ben Lathy, on the catch and shoot try. 2 UCLA teammates connect there.
USA down by 3, 28 seconds left to play.
USA Pipeline now down by 3, but with only 28 seconds remaining, it looks like NYAC will try and wind this one down. A nice finish there from the lefty, Lathy. NYAC setting up their victory formation and try and run the clock down here. So that'll just about cap up a wonderful day 2 of weekend 2. Great game here between the USA Pipeline team and NYAC. It is NYAC who comes away and stays undefeated on the back of a 10-7 victory, powered by a Massimo Di Martire hat trick and some great defense from Whiteleg, Kovac, and the field players. Phenomenal game. We'll be back with our last day of weekend 2 action here at Wold Aquatic Center on overnight. So be sure to tune in tomorrow, and thank you for tuning in today.